Hey everybody, it's Shisha from SalesforceWay.com. Today I just want to quickly share the things I've learned from this article from Salesforce Developer Blog. It's posted by Sebastian Calandon. So he shared the collection of the Postman scripts that he used to explore the Salesforce APIs. If you are like me who has not systematically studied the Postman before, it's a really good tool for us to make the post, get, or different type of HTTP call out, and then create some scripts that can be reused while a different Salesforce environment as much as possible. So I took this chance to study this long article shared. So there are a lot of good information inside. So I tried to grab the essence of the information from the article and now creating this video. So if you are really like me, you want to study how to use the Postman and create the queries to easily study and troubleshoot in the Salesforce APIs. So this video is for you. So let's quickly now jump to the Postman. So if you haven't downloaded, you have downloaded. It's a desktop app. So the first thing you need to do is you need to hit the import button. On the article, it links to a GitHub repository, which also links to a JSON file inside the GitHub. You need to basically drag that JSON file, download that JSON file and drag it into this import pop-up window, and then automatically it will generate the Salesforce API collection folder and an environment for you. So I will talk shortly about this. So that JSON file I will put down below in my video description for you to download. So once you import it, it has the two dimensions of data. So one is the collection here on the left panel, and one is the environment. Open this Salesforce APIs, you can see there are all collection of different type of queries we can make. And especially the OAuth, if you can see, we have this SOAP login, different type of data. If we quickly study, for example, the SOAP login, you can see there are these parameters inserted into the queries. You need to have the username, password, and security token in order to log into the SOAP API, right? These parameters are coming from the environment, so we can quickly open it up. So it's called a Salesforce template environment. So if we click inside it, you can see this is the collection of those parameters we're going to inject into the queries later. So you have to give the URL, you give the version of the API, the username, password, the security token, and etc. These things are per environment. So what we should do is instead of modify the existing template, we should click the button to copy this environment. You see, I make a copy of it, then I click inside, I change the name to test.org. For example, I can say this is a test environment. It's a sandbox. Then I say it's a test.org. And then I give all the username, URL, this essential parameters as I know. And then you can, of course, give it the QA org, whatever org. So it's per environment, all these parameters we're going to inject into the queries. So what I've done is I've already created this test org. I've put in the login information, the security token, all the things I needed to make a successful JSON, the SOAP login. So I now switch to the test org. I go to the SOAP login, I hit the send. Then I will get the data back, which says, okay, all this information is initiated successfully. So this is all about these queries. Of course, if I click some other queries, you can easily study the URL has these injections, and then the parameters has the injections, the redirect URLs. So all these things are already pre-configured for us. It's really a template, a skeleton for all these APIs supported. If I now hit send, you will see, right, there's the error message because I haven't specified the client ID in my test org environment. So in order to make the query for this query out to Salesforce, you have to give all the parameters needed into the query into the environment. So this is all I want to share with you. Of course, there's a huge bunch of queries you can study, and basically not just to study the Postman per se, and we can also study how to make the different type of queries to different Salesforce APIs. It's a really, really good tool for us to learn. So I think you have definitely get something out of this. So please reshare, like this video. That's it from salesforceway.com by Xi Xiao.